Hey there, friends. Are you starting from zero when it comes to credit? Maybe you've never had a credit card, or maybe you're fresh out of school and wondering, where do I even begin? Well, guess what? You're in exactly the right place. So, this is the beginner's guide to building credit from scratch. And today I'm giving away all my credit secrets for free. That's right. Every tip, every trick, every hack I've learned over the years is all yours. No gimmicks, no strings attached. So to start you off, here is a table of contents. Do me a favor, guys, enjoy these videos and let's start building your credit score future starting right now. Hey, Steve again from Compassionate Credit Repair with today's video. And to be honest, just between you and me, I really hate making these videos, but I guess helping people clean up their credit is way more important than how I look or how annoying this British accent is. So I guess today I'll just crack on with it and stop all the whinging. So today we're diving into something a little more structured and, let's be honest, way more important, and that's your credit score. That 3-digit number can either open doors to your dream home or slam them shut like a boardroom meeting that's gone terribly, terribly wrong. So today, we're breaking down exactly how that score is calculated. I'll try to keep it sharp and insightful. And yes, there'll be a small amount of humor in it because who says financial education has to be dry, right? Well, okay, so here we go. Your credit score is built from 5 core components. Think of it a little like the secret sauce to your financial reputation. The better you know these ingredients, the better you can control the outcome. And trust me, once you understand this, you'll see why it's worth all that particular effort. I promise. So let's start with the heavyweight of the bunch, and that is payment history. This is 35% of your score, folks. It's the foundation. Imagine running a business and forgetting to pay your vendors. How long do you think they'd keep delivering to you? Well, the answer is not long, right? Well, it's the same with your credit. Late payments, even just one, can send creditors running for the hills. Think of it like reporting a loss on your company's quarterly earnings. Yeah, you can recover, but people will talk and not in a good way. Mm-mm. So, pay on time and everything's smooth. Skip a payment? Suddenly, your credit score is giving you the side eye and wondering if you're the kind of person who doesn't return calls. So, word to the wise, don't ghost your creditors. I'll say that again. Don't ghost your creditors. Now, let's talk credit utilization, which makes up another 30% of your score. Now, this one's a big deal too. It's all about how much of your available credit you're actually using. It's like running your business with razor thin profit margins, too much risk, too much stress. If you're using more than 30% of your available credit, well, creditors start to get nervous. It's kind of like telling them, I've got this under control, probably. So keep that utilization low and you're telling them, look, I've got plenty of room. I don't need this credit. I'm just using it responsibly. It's like showing you have plenty of cash reserves without having to flex them. So don't treat your credit card like an all you can eat buffet. Just because you have the limit, well, it doesn't mean you need to consume the whole thing at once or even over time. Now, third thing, onto length of credit history, which accounts for 15% of your score. In this game, age isn't just a number, it's a track record. The longer you've been managing credit, the better. It's like building a solid company over decades instead of just opening a trendy startup. So, just like a fine wine, a long credit history shows you've been around, you've weathered some storms, and you've come out of the other side a lot stronger. But here's the kicker: closing old accounts? No. That's like hitting the delete key on years of great history. Not very smart at all. Closing an old account just because you don't use it is like throwing away a trophy just because it's gathering dust. Leave it there. It's proof that you've been winning this credit game for years. So, the next one is credit mix, and that makes up 10%. Think of this as your ability to handle multiple financial tools at once: credit cards, mortgages, auto loans. Lenders want to see if you can juggle different types of debt responsibility. It's kind of like financial CrossFit. Are you versatile, or are you only good at one thing? I don't think I'm even good at that one thing, by the way. But the more you can handle, the more lenders begin to trust you. It's like if someone only invests in one type of stock. Sure, it's great, but when it's up, but what about diversification? That's the name of the game. Show them you can handle a variety of loans and they'll reward you for it. Finally, new credit. Now that makes up another 10% of your score. This part comes down to how many accounts you've opened recently. Every time you apply for new credit, it's like waving a flag that says, "Hey, I need more money." And if you're doing it too often, creditors start wondering why exactly. Think of it like dating. If you're asking five people out at the same time, it raises questions. Are they desperate? What's going on here? So spread out your credit inquiries, and lenders will see you as someone who's steady and intentional and not someone who's just scrambling for cash. So let's wrap this up now. Payment history, that's your foundation. Pay on time, and everything else falls into place. Credit utilization, keep it low and under control. Show you don't rely on debt. Length of credit history, let it age and don't touch those old accounts. Credit mix, diversify, just like a good investment portfolio, and new credit. Be smart and space out those applications. So if you're ready to take control of your credit, or you just want someone else to handle the details, that's what we do here at Compassionate Credit Repair. So if you need us, let us help you master this game so you can focus on your financial future. So until next time, keep your credit scores high and your desk organized, not like mine. Have a great day, guys. Take care. Hey, it's Steve from Compassionate Credit Repair. Ever wondered why we have three different credit bureaus and why your credit scores don't always match? Well, let's break it down. Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, they're like referees in the credit game. Each one collects slightly different information from lenders, which is why your scores may vary depending on who you ask. It's like three friends telling the same story, but each with their own twist. Hasn't that happened often? So, why do we need three? That's the question. Well, it's all about coverage. Lenders don't report to all three bureaus, so each one holds just a part of your financial picture. One lender might report to Equifax, but skip TransUnion entirely. And here's where it gets a little bit tricky. Each bureau uses its own scoring model. So even if they do have the same information, your scores could very well be different. It's like ordering the same pizza from three different places, but each one tastes a little different. Plus, we've also got FICO and Vantage Score, two major models used to calculate your score, which also confuses things a little. Now, if you're seeing big differences between your scores, it could very well be a reporting error. Mistakes happen, and it's important to check your credit reports on a regular basis. If something doesn't add up, you have the right to dispute it, just like basically sending back that pizza when it's not exactly what you ordered. So don't get too stressed over the differences in scores. Focus on the overall trend. That's the message. Are you paying your bills on time? Are you keeping your credit usage low and avoiding too many new accounts? If the answer is yes, your scores will keep moving in the right direction. There's no doubt about it. So I hope that cleared things up. If you found this helpful or you just love the pizza analogies, hit the like and subscribe for more tips. So until next time, keep your credit healthy and have a wonderful day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who needs another credit card, right? You're already juggling store memberships, gym cards, and that one mystery card you can't even remember signing up for. But here's the kicker. You don't need a credit card to build your credit. In fact, I'll show you how to boost your score without ever using one. And I'm going to use 3 proven methods that people often overlook. And let me tell you, the third one, well, it's a total game changer. So stick around and find out why. So let's talk about why building credit is so important. Well, your credit score is like your financial reputation. It tells lenders, landlords, and sometimes even employers exactly how trustworthy you are with money. And here's the deal. A good credit score can literally save you thousands in interest when you're buying a car, getting a mortgage, or even securing a personal loan. But a bad score? It's like carrying a financial anchor around with you. Higher interest rates, denied applications. Well, it can really hold you back. And that's why today's tips are so very crucial. So let's jump into it. First up, secured loans. Now, think of these as credit building on training wheels. You put down a deposit, it's kind of like collateral, and you borrow against it. Then, as you repay the loan, your on-time payments are reported to the credit bureaus. It's simple and it's effective. The key is to work with a reputable lender, so please do your homework before you sign up. Next up, become an authorized user on someone else's credit card. Now, this one's all about borrowing their good credit vibes, legally, of course. So when the primary account holder uses their card responsibly, their positive history gets added to your credit report. That's an easy win, right? But just make sure they've got a solid track record, because if they haven't, there could be trouble. So you're looking for low balances and on-time payments. And as I said, otherwise, you might end up inheriting their credit problems instead of the perks. Next up, and this one is my personal favorite, credit builder loans. Now, what happens is you borrow money, but instead of spending it, it gets tucked away in a savings account. You make small payments over time, and once the loan is paid off, you get the money back, plus you get a shiny new credit history. Really, it's like a savings plan that also boosts your credit. Plus, these loans often come with lower risk compared to secured loans, making them a great starting point for anyone looking to build credit. So remember, building credit is a marathon, it's not a sprint. It takes time, it takes consistency and responsible habits. Track your credit score regularly. Don't forget to celebrate the small wins, and don't let slow progress get you down. Every positive payment you make is a step nearer towards financial freedom. So there you've got it. 3, yes, 3 proven methods to build your credit without ever touching a credit card. And remember, whether it's secured loans, authorized user status, or credit builder loans, the key is starting right now. Want more tips like this? Do me a favor. Smash that like button, drop a comment below if you've tried any of these methods, and don't forget to subscribe to stay ahead of the credit game. And hey, please share this with someone who could use a little credit boost. See you next time, guys. Hey everyone, Steve from Compassionate Credit Repair, and today I'm going to show you how to go from 0 credit to an 800 credit score in less than a year. And yes, I promise it's possible if you know exactly the right steps to take. So if you're starting from scratch or you're looking to rebuild, stick around because I've got the game plan for you. Building credit from 0 can feel overwhelming, but with the right moves, you can fast track your way to an 800 score. So here's exactly how to do it step by step. Let's start with step 1. Start with a secure credit card. Now, this is one of the easiest ways to build credit if you have no credit history. A secured card works just like a regular credit card, but you'll need to put down a security deposit, which acts as your credit limit. Now, why is this a game changer? Here's the answer. Because it reports to the credit bureaus just like any other credit card, and that helps you build your credit history without the risk of overspending, which is a big deal. The key here is to keep your spending very low. So use the card for small purchases and pay off the balance in full every single month. And that, of course, brings us to step 2. Keep your credit utilization under 10%. Now, this is huge. Credit utilization is the percentage of your credit limit you're using, and it makes up 30% of your credit score. Now, most experts say keep it under 30%, but if you really want to hit 800, you have to aim for less than 10%. Now, this shows lenders and the credit bureaus that you're not relying too heavily on credit, which, of course, is a big plus for your score. Step 3, never ever miss a payment. Now, this is non-negotiable. Payment history makes up 35% of your credit score, so paying on time every time is crucial if you want to build your score quickly. Now, here's a pro tip. Set up an auto pay for at least the minimum payment so you never risk missing a due date. This one habit alone will have a massive impact on your credit score. Step 4. Become an authorized user on someone else's credit card. Now, this is one of the fastest ways to build credit if you don't have a credit history. When you're added as an authorized user, you benefit from the primary cardholder's good credit habits, which obviously will boost your score very quickly. Just make sure the person adding you has a strong credit history and low utilization, because their good credit will reflect positively on you. Step 5. Consider getting a credit builder loan. Now, these are small loans specifically designed to help you build credit. The way it works is that you borrow a small amount of money, you make payments on it over time, and your payment history, of course, is reported to the credit bureaus. This is a great option if you're looking to add more diversity to your credit mix, which is another factor that affects your score. Step 6. Diversify your credit types. So if you're serious about hitting an 800 score, having a mix of credit accounts like a credit card, an installment loan, or a car loan will definitely help your score grow even faster. Credit mix isn't a huge part of your score, but it does matter. The more variety you show, the better your overall credit profile, and that's important. And finally, On to step 7, running out of hands here. Be patient and consistent. Building an 800 credit score doesn't happen overnight, but with the right steps and consistent habits, you can see huge progress in under a year. If you stick to these strategies, avoid late payments, keep utilization low, and watch your score rise. By the way, at Compassionate Credit Repair, we've absolutely helped thousands of people boost their credit scores, and these steps are proven to work. So guys, thank you for watching the video. Have a wonderful day. Hey there, credit students. Remember the first time you got a shiny new toy as a kid? You were excited, but maybe a little unsure of how to use it without actually breaking it. Well, that's exactly how it feels getting your first credit card. It's exciting, but also a little nerve-wracking. So stick with me, and I promise I'll guide you through choosing the perfect first credit card and, of course, managing it like a pro. Here's a spoiler alert, though. It's easier than trying to assemble IKEA furniture, I promise you that. So stay till the end, and I'll reveal a beginner mistake you'll want to avoid. But know this, credit infants. A credit card isn't just a way to shop online or maybe earn rewards. It's a powerful tool to build your credit history. And here are some of the top benefits that you can get. First off, it helps you build credit. A credit card will help establish a credit score, which of course can open doors to better loans and to better housing opportunities. You can also earn rewards. Did you know that? Many cards offer cashback, travel miles, or even points for every dollar that you spend. It's also a must-have because, and this is the important bit, it acts as an emergency cushion. Getting a credit card is good to have in case of those unexpected expenses. Now, after all that, how on earth do you choose your first credit card? Well, let me help you. Not all credit cards are actually created equally. Here's what to look for in your very first credit card. Number 1, a low or even no annual fee. Examples of cards that offer this are the Discover It Student Cashback Card and the Chase Freedom Unlimited Card. As a beginner, I advise you stick to cards that don't charge an annual fee because this keeps your costs low while you're learning the ropes. Cards with low interest rates, here they go, include the City Diamond Preferred Card or the Discover It Secured Card. You should also, by the way, compare APRs, that's annual percentage rates, of various credit cards. A lower rate means less interest if you carry a balance, though you should aim to pay it in full every single month. Also, check out introductory offers for new cardholders. Examples of this are, for instance, the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, which offers 60,000 points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months. Some of the cards will offer you a 0% APR for an introductory period, or even sign-up bonuses like $200 cash back after you spend a certain amount. Now, you should also look for rewards that absolutely match your lifestyle. Examples of this are, for instance, the Capital One Saver One rewards card, which offers you 3% on dining and entertainment. The American Express Blue Cash Everyday card also offers 3%, but this offers it on groceries. Now, do you love dining out? I do. Then choose a card with dining rewards. Are you a frequent traveler? Look for travel perks like free miles. Now, if you are a student and you're looking for the best secured cards for starters, well then look no further than the Discover It Student Chrome card or the Capital One Platinum Secured card. And if you're a student, look for cards that are designed for young adults with little to no credit history. If you're starting from scratch, well, a secured card might be a great option. Now, here comes some tips for actually managing your credit card like a pro. So, once you've got your card, here's how to use it responsibly, and I mean responsibly. First of all, pay on time every single time. Now, if you need it, set up auto-pay or reminders to avoid late fees, because payment history makes up 35% of your credit score, which is a huge whack. Keep your balances low and aim to use less than 30% of your credit mix. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, for example, if your limit on the card is $1,000, keep your balance to below $300. And also, try your best to avoid carrying a balance. It also helps if you pay your full statement balance each month, obviously, to avoid any interest charges. And by the way, monitor your account regularly, and this is important. Keep an eye out on transactions that catch any unauthorized charges early. And please, don't apply for too many cards. Just stick with one card until you've mastered managing it. Why? Because too many applications can lower your credit score temporarily, and that's important. So, now you know all that, it's time to compare rewards and interest rates. So, here's a quick comparison of popular credit card types. First up, the cashback cards. With these, you can earn a percentage of your spending back as cash. And the two best examples of this are, number one, the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card, and that offers 2% unlimited cash back, and the Chase Freedom Flex, which offers a huge 5% on rotating categories. Now let's look at the travel rewards cards. Now, with these cards, you can earn points or miles for flights and hotels. Great examples of this is the Capital One Venture Reward Card and the American Express Gold Card. Both of those are excellent. If you're looking for low interest cards, on the other hand, which obviously are perfect if you're worried about carrying a balance, well, then you're talking about the US Bank Visa Platinum Card or the Citi Simplicity Card. Both of those do the trick. So, many congratulations. You're now armed with the full knowledge to choose and manage your first credit card responsibly, and that's important. But remember, excuse me, a credit card is a tool. It's not a free pass to splurge money. So if you found this helpful, please hit that like button, share it with a fellow beginner, and subscribe for more tips that will level up your financial game. If you've got a question or even a first credit card story, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. And guys, let's build your financial future together. And remember, this is important. Have a great credit day out there, wherever you are. Take care, guys.